Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA previews and predictions for a Friday. It is January 20th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your friendly Friday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by ATScalculator.com. Ever want to find out how to get the right number on a game? Say the game tonight, you got Miami favored by 1.5. The over-under's at 218. Go to NBA, do Miami against Dallas, create the ATS result, and you can see we got Miami winning this game 3.7 to 2.21, 221.14. So we do like that game to go over the total of 218, and that's how you can use the ATScalculator.com. All right, let's get to your NBA previews and prediction. We'll kick it off in Orlando between the Pelicans and the Magic. We do like the Pelicans in game number 1 here, 118 to 116, the over-under at 234.9. So we do have this game going over the total. New Orleans, a 1.5 point road favorite. The over-under is at 228. They are coming off a 124-98 loss to the Miami Heat. And for the Magics, they lost 119-116 4 nights ago. So they'll be ready to play here tonight at the Amway Center. And they're on a 3 ATS win streak, while the Pelicans are now riding a 2-game losing streak. Speaking of that game, Miami against Dallas, you can see right there the Heat, a 1-point favorite, the over-under at 218.5. And we're going to lean with the Miami Heat by 1. 109 to 108, the over-under at 218.21. So we do have it right there on the number of the bookmakers total. We're going to give the Miami Heat a 73.8% chance of winning based on the law of average theory right here at the Raymond Report. The Dallas Mavericks riding a 3-game straight up and ATS losing streak. We're only giving them a 45.4% chance of winning on the percentage play. They are 24-22 on the season. But the bad news is they've only covered the spread in 2 of their last 10 games. New York Knicks taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks, a big win over the Dallas Mavericks in their last game. 130-122 was the final, while New York losing to Washington on home court. 116-105 was the final in that one. New York coming in on a 2-game straight up and ATS losing streak, while the Atlanta Hawks riding a 4-game high. And we're going to go with the visiting team in this one as a 3-point road dog. 113 to 112, the over-under at 225.71. So we do like this game to go under the total. Golden State Warriors heartbreak last night in Boston, losing a game where they totally had control. But the Boston Celtics flexed their muscles and came back and win overtime. 121-118 was the final. Cleveland losing their last game, 115 to 114 to the Memphis Grizzlies. Tonight they are a 7.5 point home court favorite, the over-under at 225.5, and we are going to lean with the home team in this one by 10. 120 to 110, the over-under at 230.3, so we do like the Cavaliers to win and cover the spread, and they do have an 85.9% chance of winning here tonight compared to only a 21.1% for the Golden State Warriors. Looking at the last 10 games for the Cavaliers, 6-4 straight up, 5-4-1 against the number, while the Golden State Warriors 5-5 and 6-4 against the point spread. LA Clippers taking on the San Antonio Spurs in San Antonio tonight. You can see the Spurs a touchdown home underdog in this one. The Clippers, well, in their last game, they lost to the Utah Jazz by 23. 126 to 103 was the final, while the Spurs pulled the upset and beat the Brooklyn Nets 106-98. Tonight, though, we're going to lean with the road team, and that's the LA Clippers. 123 to 107, the over-under at 230.77, so we do like it to stay under the total. Looking at the LA Clippers, they're on a 2-game losing streak. Their last 2 games have gone over the total. They are now 23-24 on the season, so a win tonight gets them to 500. But they are 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games, 2-8 against the number. And you got a Sea Bears team against another Sea Bears. And in the Raymond Report, Bears just means the team is either 0-7, 1-6, or 2-5 in their last 7 games. Indiana Pacers taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets a double-digit favorite in this one. In fact, -11 is the line, 239.5 is the total, and we're going to go in Denver in this one. 125 to 113, the over-under at 239.4. So we do like it to go a hair under the total. Looking at Denver, they're coming in on an 8-game win streak. They got an 80.9% chance of winning, playing on 1 day's rest. Their strength of schedule, though, they're playing the beatables, and they're beating them 38.7 in the last 7 games. That's the combined record of all their opponents the last 7 games, so that explains a bit why they're on an 8-game win streak. While the Pacers' strength of schedule, a little bit more battle-tested at 61.2%, and that's why they're riding a 5-game losing streak. But we're going to go with Denver again, 125 to 113. Brooklyn taking on the Utah Jazz in Utah tonight. -7.5 is the line for the Jazz. 229.5 is the total. And we're going to go with the Jazz in this one. 118 to 111. The over-under at 229.9. looking at the Brooklyn Nets now riding a 4-game straight-up losing streak. They haven't covered the spread in their last 5, while the Jazz, they've won their last 2, covered the last 3, and those last 3 games have gone over the total. Memphis Grizzlies taking on the LA Lakers in Los Angeles tonight. They're a 7-point road favorite. The over-under is at 242.5. ATS forecast system play going to go with Memphis in this one. 123 to 114, the over-under at 237.8, so we do like it to stay under the total. Memphis coming in as the hottest team in the NBA on an 11-game win streak, while the Lakers, their last contest, a 116-111 loss to the Kings. They are now 20-25 on the season, but the good news is, if you do like the Lakers, they are 7-2-1 against the point spread in their last 10 games. And your final game of the evening will be in Sacramento, where the Kings host the Oklahoma City Thunder as a 3.5-point home court favorite. The over-under, 241.5. ATS forecast system play sees a high-scoring affair. This is like all-star game caliber right here. 129 to 128, the over-under at 257.51. So we think it's going to fly right over the total. A 69.7% chance winning here for the Kings, who are now riding a 5-game straight-up and ATS win streak. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in the NBA when it comes to the point spread. In fact, they've covered their spread in the last 7 games. They're on a 4-game win streak. All right, before you go, don't forget, get the free Raymond Report light version of the stats each and every day. Go to the website, atsstats.com. Go to NBA, free NBA stats. You can see the Raymond Report light. And speaking of that game between the Kings and the Thunder, scroll down to the bottom. This is where we keep all the pearls. And look at these the stats for today. I got a good one here. And this is a league system trend on the Sacramento Kings. Anytime you got a home favorite like Sacramento, totals 220 or more after a conference game and they're playing on 1 day's rest, and they cover the spread in 5 or more of their last games, well, they are 24-6 straight up in their next contest. Give me Sacramento tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder, Thunder, and take them on. I'd recommend them on the money line. I would not sweat out the 3.5. Take the money line, lay the extra juice, 159, and hopefully we can cash you a nice winning ticket. All right, there you have it. That is the Raymond Report NBA version today for a friendly Friday. It is January 20th, and don't forget, if you want to get all the other totals and size for the games tonight, and you want to use the ATS calculator, check it out at atscalculator.com. Cheers.